Good morning, everyone. So, I wanted to welcome you back to the podcast, Beautiful Souls. We are going to talk about a very special um, subject today that I have been dealing with. A lot of us, we deal with it, but we don't even know that we're in it. So, we're talking about environment. Um, Let me see if I'm live, you guys, real quick, because I'm in a new location right now. So I want to make sure I'm live so everybody can hear what I'm saying, because this is a very important podcast. Very, very important. All right, let's see. It says I'm live. Okay. So what we are going to talk about is environment. Your environment. They say so many times that environment is so key to our success, to our health, to our well-being. And I was living back in my childhood environment, and at first I didn't feel any of it. It was like, okay, this is great, this is fine. Hold on, some scammers calling me. Sorry about that. So anyway, I was living in this environment back into my childhood. Like if you've seen the last video, I was talking about how I went back into my childhood. Well, then I have moved out of that situation, and I'm temporary staying with my daughter. And then congratulations, I just put a bid on a house. So hopefully I will get that. And then I'll be in my own energy, because that's what we need to be in. Um, but I wanted to talk to you about when I was in that environment. Until I left that environment, I was on this fight and flight. I was just like, oh my gosh, and I couldn't hardly sleep. I couldn't. I actually had gained weight since I've been here. I've lost 3 pounds. The first 2 nights I slept so hard, it was like almost like I couldn't get up. I was like in a coma, because I had been living in that environment, my body remembering it. Your logical mind is not remembering any of this, but your body remembers. The body keeps the score. I've talked about this book so many times. It doesn't matter what goes on in your life, good or bad, your body keeps the score. So if you have something exciting, say you're with your grandkids or you're with your dog and something exciting has happened, and then they come back, then you get all excited. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad to see them. But also, if something bad happens, our body keeps it in there. So when threat comes at us, we will know. Our brain is working like that. It has to keep that. Our body works like that with our brain to keep us to know what's good and what's bad. But here's the unconscious mind, where it keeps the stuff down. You don't realize what's going on because you're just living in your logical mind. Well, like, I'm going to work, I'm cleaning the house, I'm taking care of the kids. And then under here, it's threat, 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 threat. And you don't even know that you're doing it. You don't even know that you're in it until you get out of it. And then you're like, huh, or something dramatic has happened. Now, in my life, dramatic things, I don't know why, Suzette, I don't know why, but dramatic things have to literally blow up, happen, like cops come, house tore up, for me to make a move. I guess I'm not in like change. I just want to, I get comfortable. We get comfortable in our environments, even if they're bad. And most of everybody's environment is bad. I'm not saying everybody's, but majority of um, people live in a bad environment and don't even realize they're doing it because they make it familiar. It's okay that they tear the house up. It's okay that they get beat. It's okay that they scream and yell, because we think that it's okay. Then we live in that environment, and then our body's like, we can only handle so much. We can only handle so much, until it finally breaks and says, I'm not doing this anymore. So that's why environment is so, it's like the number one thing I'm going to say at this point right now in my life. It has been the number one thing that has brought me back to my emotions in my childhood. It's brought me back to right now I'm in the peace. So now I'm letting go of all that and I'm in my peace. But then when I get to my own environment, which I'm buying a house, thank God, and I'll be in my own environment. Because if you're an empath like me, if you're a light worker, star seed, work for God, angels, whatever you think, Buddha, hello, then you need your own environment, because we're here to heal people, but we also have to heal. So you can't heal in the same environment that you got hurt in. So, you have to get yourself out of that environment. But I keep going back in these environments. I'm going to say I hate it, but then I'm going to say I've learned. So I learn from all of the things that I go through in life. I'm not one of those people that, oh, this just happens. And because I was like, the last week I was in the environment, I said, this is not right. This is not right. I knew, my body knew, I knew. And the day I left, I could have lived in a garage. And at that point I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. Because you're just out of that. You can feel, even someone today asked me to come back over to the environment. And I'm like, no, I just don't want to. I love when you fill up your cup and then people drain all of it out of you because you give it to them. You're loving, you're caring, you're a kind soul. If you are an empath or, a sensitive person with your emotions and feelings, you want to help everybody, regardless if they can be helped. And no, yes, they can be helped, but no, you cannot help them. You can guide them. You can love them. I have been a life coach for so many different people, and I have gave them the tools. You should do this, you should do that. But have I healed them? No, they heal themselves. They've wanted it enough. I've had girlfriends that's lost 30 pounds. I've had people that broke up and then turn around and find the love of their life. I mean, but you're the first. You have to do it first. And you have to take yourself in a good environment. You have to make sure you're healthy. I've even lost weight. I've stopped eating. Like, I think I was just eating anything just to make me feel like I was safe. And at the end of the day, yes, I was physically safe, but mentally and emotionally, I was not safe. And my body was trying to tell me, you're gaining weight, you're eating the wrong thing, all this stuff's going on, and your energy. I stopped seeing angel numbers. I was doing meditation, but it was like I wasn't even doing it. It was just crazy. So why I'm putting this on here and letting you guys know is because I want you to look in the environment that you're in, because it could be just one little bitty thing that you're doing that just needs to switch, or you can maybe work it out and say, I just need to let you know, I feel this way. Can you not do this anymore? Or, put boundaries up. You have to put boundaries up, you guys, because people will take. They do. And a lot of people, they don't know they're doing it because we were taught that way. Just take, and it's okay. And like I said, it's okay to trash the house. It's okay to be an alcoholic. It's okay to, you slapped your sister, because our parents made it okay. They just said, oh, shut up and go sit down in your room. And, if you kill each other, you do. No. And actually, we don't raise our children like that anymore. We say, what's bothering you? Try to get to the real bottom of it, because just shoving it away and saying, well, you shouldn't have an emotion about it, is wrong. So that's how we were taught. And I understand that. But now if you know better, you do better, right? So you know better. I'm telling you it's better. There's so many people on the internet that's telling you that it's better. But when your body tells you, like, finally my body said, okay, I'm done. I've had enough of this. And I immediately just said, I don't care. I'm leaving. Bye. And then when I came and was out of the environment 2 or 3 days, I was like, oh my God, I didn't realize it until, and it's just been happening this past week, you guys. So I've been in this. I am living the stuff that I'm teaching. So you might be in a bad environment, arguing with your husband, arguing with your kids, whatever, and you leave. Okay, here's a perfect example. And you leave and you go on a vacation and you're like, oh my God, this is the best thing in the world. Oh my God, now I got to go back. Bad environment. If you think that oh my God, I have to go back, then that's in a bad environment. And you don't have to live that way. I don't care if if I have to live by myself, I'm a good environment. I'm just going to say it. And I don't care what people say. I'm in good environment. Me, myself, not with around other people. It can be, but I'm a good environment to me. So if I'm in my own energy, in my own environment, I'm good. I can help you. I can do things for you. I'm glad to help anybody. But when you're in a toxic situation, all it is resentment, and I'm not going to help you. Who do you think you are? Whatever you do. It's all everybody's comparing each other. And this is so real for so many families these days. And I just want everybody to change. I want everybody to change. I'm going to change. I don't know if everybody else is, but I'm going to change that because I don't want to be like that. I want to be loving. I want to be caring. I want to be able to help people. I want to be that person because that brings me so much peace in my life. And with the screaming and yelling and all the other things, that's not peace and that's not love. And I used to think that was. I was married for 26 years to an alcoholic, and I thought whatever he did was love. Because that's all I had seen. But there is different out here. But you have to take the first move. Now, it's so funny that I left the environment as soon as I did, because I was looking for a house. And as soon as I left, boom, there was a house. And I went and looked at it. Nice, put a bid on it. It's all working out for me. But I'm in a nice, calm environment. Who wants to go look at a house when you're just like, oh my God, I'll take any house just to get that? I mean, you have to be nice and calm to even make decisions about your life. And in environments, you have to, so check your environment. That's number one. Check your environment. Be the observer. Sit back and look at your life. Look at your kids. Look at your mom. Look at wherever you are living. And seeing if this is even where you want to live, the environment, the state, whatever. Because you can't be your real authentic self, like who you truly are, until you are in your own energy and around people that allow that. Now, my daughter, I can be my true authentic self. I can get naked, flip around, jump, whatever. So yes, I can be that around her. But there are some people that I cannot be. And that's where you tiptoe. And if you're tiptoeing or, oh my God, I'm going to that house and I don't want to, then that's red flags. Hello, don't go. Now, some situations you have to go, you're dropping off something to a family member or something like that. Then before you go, put your guard up. You already know that this could be a bad situation. Put the white light around you, God's white light, and then walk in. And if anything environment comes up, and I experienced this week, anything that would come up, then leave. Actually, I was talking to a family member in that same environment, and somebody else came into the room, and I just left. I didn't even wait for anything to amplify because it usually does. So I said, okay, I'm out. And that person called me and said, where did you go? I went to peace. I went to love myself. I went to have peace. I went to have calm. I'm choosing me, you guys. And here's the thing. Choose yourself. If it feels bad, it's bad. And you don't have to know why and study and do a journal and all that. If it feels bad, it's bad, and that's done. Your intuition, your God self is trying to tell you, and it is 100% right all the time. No excuses. Don't question God. Just do what he says. This doesn't feel good. I'm gone. I'm getting beat. I'm gone. I'm getting talked to like a dog. I'm gone. I'm abused. It doesn't matter. Here's the thing. We all say, oh, it's our family member. It's our mom. It's our dad. It's our kids. It's our grand. It doesn't matter. Do you love you? How much do you love you? You're going to put you on the back burner and be abused by somebody that said they loved you. No. Put yourself first. And I know it's a hard thing to understand. It is so hard because when we were children, especially me, I'm one of them Gen X's, I guess you would say. So we were raised to put your mom first. If your mom's happy and your dad's happy and the whole world's happy, then you're happy. That was never true. Never. I have been this spiritual person since I was little. I always said to my mom, and you can ask her now, I was 4 or 5 years old, and I said, what are we doing here? And who in the hell are these people? and these were my family. And it just cracks me up because I still feel like that today. Like, where are we at? And who are these people? But it's because of who I am. I'm this nice, kind, loving person down in my soul. Can I be a mean asshole bitch? Yes. I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm saying at the soul level, I am kind and I want the best for everyone, and not everybody wants that for you. So that's why I can feel the loving person. I can feel the people that just wants to be heard and seen. I can feel the person that is not good. And actually, my dog, I feel so bad. Ever since she's been here, she is just sleeping and relaxing and joyful and feels love and feels kindness. And she barked every day for 4 months. It was crazy. And the dog was telling us the whole time, it's trauma, it's trauma, it's trauma. And I didn't listen. I mean, I listened and I knew, but I was like, where am I going to go? What am I going to do? We do that. We stay in environments because we don't know where to go. Where's our safe place? I don't want to be a burden to my daughter. I don't want to be, we go through all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you have to choose you guys. And there's always signs out there. There's always red flags. And you have to just be discerning. You have to try to look and see. Because for me, I hate to say this, but it always has to be this big blow up, throwing shit through the air, kind of thing, before I do any moving. I guess I don't like change. For somebody that doesn't like change, I change a lot. I change a lot and I move a lot and I do all the things. But it's like God forces me to do them. But actually, I get the job done every time. So let me know if you are in a bad environment. I can help you with that. I can help you see self differently. Even if you can't get out, there's a plan that we can work it out to where you can. Because it is scary, you guys. It's scary. I'm not going to say it's like, oh, everything was roses as soon as I got here. No. But I could start feeling myself come back online, my God self come back online. I could feel more peace. I felt more love for everybody, even myself. You get in these environments where you're getting abused and you don't love yourself. You don't feel like you love anybody. You're just like, I want to hell out of here. And that's your focus. I want out. I want out. And there's no feelings or love for anyone because you're just trying to focus on one thing. And because you're, resisting, you're persisting. It persists. And you're like always trying to get out. And once I just let go and said, this is it, I would, and here's what you have to do. You have to say, I'm ready to sleep on the streets. I'm out. And then shit will change. I'm ready to let this guy go that treats me like an asshole. And I don't give a shit. And that's when shit changes. And it's always changing for the good. You don't believe it. I don't believe it either. But it is. Look, in a week, I have got my house, a bid's on it. I go to the inspection. I'll get out. I'll be in my own environment. Oh my God. And all I had to do was leave. Because God says, you go first and I will give you. You go first. God doesn't go first. So when we're praying saying, oh God, please bring it to me, he says, show me you really want it and I'll give it to you. And it's a hard game, you guys. Being this spiritual person is tough, hard, strong. You have to be all that stuff. And no, I can't pick up a car, but I can work some emotions out for me and some other people and we can get the job done. So I love you guys so much. Thank you, you beautiful souls, for watching my podcast. Tell me if you've learned anything from this. If you can help anybody with this video, please share it out. Environment is like number one right now. Keep yourself in a good environment. I've been going to the park. I've been doing my like 8,000 steps a day. I've been getting, moving my body, moving my emotions, because it is a tough time. And it's a tough time for everyone. We're all going through it just in a different way. I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And if I can help you at all, there'll be links in the bottom and we can get together. I would love to talk to you. Have a wonderful day. Bye.